Hi guys, it's Anna from BluebirdKisses.com. I've been trying to do this makeup video for a while. I've shot it I think 3 times now, and I'm hoping this one actually works and that it's in focus. So I'm going to show you really quickly my go-to 5-minute makeup that I do in the morning. So up until recently I was still working. I had to get ready in the morning really quickly with the kids. I didn't have a lot of time to sit there and like really do too much. So time was kind of the essence. So anyways, I've kind of perfected my really quick makeup routine. So first we're going to put on the foundation. Now I moisturize my face after I take a shower and when I wake up in the morning. So for foundation I like to use my favorite right now is actually the Light Wonder from Charlotte Tilbury. It's really light, but it gives me enough coverage for the day, and I can apply it with my fingers because, to be fair, I really don't have a ton of time to use brushes and things like that. So if I can't apply it with my fingers, it's probably not going to go on my face these days. Okay, so I smooth it everywhere, and if you notice I actually put it on my eyes as well. My eyes typically look pretty tired because I am. So it helps to do that. Then I put on really quickly with a really fat brush, I put on like a thin layer of loose set powder just to set everything. And again, I don't neglect my eyelids. That's done. The next thing is obviously, well actually I don't know if it's that obvious, but the next thing I use is concealer. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Retoucher. It's one of my favorite concealers. I put it on after my foundation, and I definitely put it on after my after the powder as well. Otherwise I find when I put on the powder, instead of setting it, it actually kind of takes it off. So I put it on, and then I just use my fingers to smooth it really quickly. Just dab it here. And then all the excess that I get from my under eye, I actually put on my top lid, and I kind of pat it into my skin. And any blemishes that I might have. So, alright. Next, my cheeks. I do this pretty quickly with the Charlotte Tilbury Beach Stick. It smells delicious. It smells like chocolate. So this one, I just put it on my cheeks. You can actually use it to put on your lips as well. So kind of throw it on. Nothing too crazy. And then I use my fingers again to kind of smooth it, dab it in. Just kind of work it up my cheekbone line. Any excess I'll put actually like on my lips. Seriously, it tastes and smells like chocolate. If I have a little bit of extra time, I actually will use this, it's like a bronzer. It's called the Film Star Bronze. Again, it's by Charlotte Tilbury. As you guys can tell, I'm kind of obsessed with her makeup line lately. Anyways, I put the light color just right here on like the apple cheek, and then work it up a little bit. And then that's it. It just kind of gives me a little bit of like extra glow. Next, I do a quick eyeliner. Just a brown liner that I, again, apply to the top lid. I like to wing mine out at the ends a little bit just because I find my eyes are pretty small. So this gives my eye a little bit of like that cat eye shape and makes it look just a little bit bigger. Now if I don't want this to look so drastic, and the line to be so drastic, then I'll actually just take my finger and then I'll kind of smudge it. And sometimes you could do that over your whole lid too if you really, really wanted to. Next are my eyebrows. Eyebrows, I think, are infinitely important. If you don't have time to do eyeliner, that's fine, but don't forget about your brows. So again, I'm using one of the Charlotte Tilbury products. This is the Brow Lift. So it comes with like a little pencil on the end, it comes with a brush on the other end, and then it actually comes with like a little shaper slash like highlighter, which is really, really nice. So it's kind of, I don't need to have too many tools, it's like all in one. So I use the color part first just to lightly fill in my brows. I went through like an over plucking phase a few years ago where I made my eyebrows way, way, way too thin, so I've been trying to kind of grow them in ever since, but I find this area here tends to not grow in that much, so it helps to fill it. And your eyebrows really give the rest of your face and your eye definition. So then I brush it out. Brush, brush, brush. I use the tiny little highlighter just underneath here to kind of shape it all out. Okay. Then I use the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows Gel. It comes in different colors, and this just, I brush on lightly, and what it does is I find it sets my eyebrows, so it actually keeps them in place so they don't move around and whatnot. Next, I do my eyelashes. Now my eyelashes are very, very straight. I have short, thin, straight eyelashes, so I really need the curling tool, but you may not need it. So then I use this Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. To apply. Now I just discovered Charlotte Tilbury makeup about, I would say, 6 months ago. And to be honest, I'm kind of obsessed with everything from her line. I haven't really tried her skincare. Haven't gotten that far. I also haven't tried many of her eyeshadows, but everything else has been awesome. The only thing I use different is the loose powder. I use a loose translucent powder from Laura Mercier. That's what I applied to my whole face earlier. I'm actually not sure if Charlotte Tilbury carries a loose powder, but if she does, I might try it once this one runs out. Okay, so eyelashes complete. And then the last thing I do is lipstick. So for today I'm going to use the Queen. I don't bother with a liner because frankly I don't have that kind of time. So I just put it on. Flat shape. Done. That's it. Thanks guys for watching. I hope that answers some of the questions in terms of what I do for my quick 5-minute makeup. And